there, it is a war already underway. No troops march, no missiles launch, no borders are crossed. Yet the balance of global power is quietly shifting at a speed faster than light itself. This war is not fought with bullets or bombs, but with particles, probabilities, and realities that exist in more than one state at once. It is called quantum warfare, and it may decide the fate of the world before anyone realizes it has begun. For centuries, dominance in war depended on strength, numbers, and technology. Then came speed. Missiles, jets, and hypersonic weapons compressed decision time. But quantum warfare goes even further. It doesn't just move faster than the enemy. It makes reaction irrelevant. It promises instant domination. At the heart of quantum warfare lies a strange truth of the universe. At the smallest scale of reality, particles behave in ways that defy human logic. They exist in multiple states at once. They influence each other across vast distances instantly. They collapse into certainty only when observed. For decades, this was the realm of physicists and philosophers. Today, it is becoming the most powerful military advantage imaginable. Quantum technology is not a single weapon. It is a force multiplier that reshapes every domain of war: intelligence, communication, navigation, cyber operations, and command itself. And the nations that master it first may become untouchable. The first battlefield of quantum warfare is information. Modern militaries depend on encrypted communications. Orders, coordinates, targeting data, all protected by mathematical codes that would take classical computers thousands of years to break. Big quantum computers change that equation entirely. By processing information using qubits that exist in multiple states simultaneously, quantum machines can solve problems once considered impossible. Encryption that protects today's military networks could become transparent overnight. A fully capable quantum computer could break traditional encryption in minutes. Military secrets, satellite commands, nuclear launch protocols, all exposed. The nation that achieves this first gains the ability to see everything while remaining invisible itself. This is why global powers are racing in silence. The United States, China, and other major players are investing billions into quantum computing facilities hidden behind civilian research programs. These are not just laboratories, they are future command centers. Whoever controls quantum decryption controls the battlefield before the first shot is fired. But breaking codes is only the beginning. Quantum communication promises something even more powerful: absolute secrecy. Using a phenomenon known as quantum entanglement, information can be transmitted in a way that instantly reveals any attempted interception. If an enemy tries to listen, the message collapses and the intrusion is detected immediately. This creates a terrifying imbalance. One side can communicate perfectly, while the other operates blind. Quantum-secure networks could allow militaries to coordinate forces across continents with zero risk of interception. Drones, submarines, satellites, and missile systems, all linked by communication channels that cannot be hacked. In war, information superiority is everything. Quantum warfare threatens to make that superiority permanent. Then comes navigation. Today's militaries rely heavily on GPS. Missiles, aircraft, ships, and drones all depend on satellite signals to know where they are. But GPS can be jammed, spoofed, disabled. Entire operations can collapse if positioning is lost. Quantum sensors eliminate this weakness. Using quantum accelerometers and atomic clocks, military platforms can navigate with extreme precision without relying on satellites at all. Submarines can know their position deep underwater for months. Aircraft can fly perfectly, even in a GPS-denied environment. Missiles can strike targets with terrifying accuracy, even if every satellite in orbit goes dark. This changes everything. A military equipped with quantum navigation becomes immune to one of modern warfare's most powerful countermeasures. Jamming no longer works. Spoofing fails. The battlefield becomes transparent to one side and chaotic for the other. The most dangerous application of quantum warfare lies in decision-making. Quantum computing allows for massive parallel simulations. Millions of possible futures calculated at once. Entire wars modeled in seconds. Outcomes predicted before events unfold. This gives rise to a new kind of dominance: predictive warfare. An AI system, powered by quantum computation, could analyze global data, military readiness, economic signals, political tensions, and social unrest to forecast conflicts before they erupt. It could identify the optimal moment to strike, negotiate, or destabilize an adversary, all before humans recognize the threat. In such a world, war may be decided before it officially begins. And if quantum computing is combined with AI command systems, the result is unprecedented. An AI general with quantum processing could outthink every human strategist combined. It would not guess, it would calculate, it would not hesitate, it would know. This raises an unsettling question. If an algorithm can predict victory with absolute certainty, does restraint still exist? Quantum warfare also extends into the physical domain. Quantum radar systems promise the ability to detect stealth aircraft that were once invisible. Using quantum entanglement, these radars may identify objects without emitting detectable signals. Stealth technology, one of the pillars of modern air power, could become obsolete overnight. A nation that masters quantum sensing could see everything: aircraft, ships, submarines, even objects attempting to hide using advanced countermeasures. Invisibility, once the ultimate advantage, may disappear. But quantum warfare is not without risk. Quantum systems are fragile. They operate at extreme conditions. They are sensitive to interference, and they are difficult to scale. Yet progress is accelerating at an alarming pace. What was once theoretical is now operational. What was once decades away is suddenly within reach. The true danger lies in imbalance. If one nation achieves quantum dominance first, it gains an advantage so overwhelming that deterrence may collapse. Traditional military power becomes irrelevant. Nuclear weapons lose their strategic value if launch systems can be predicted, disrupted, or neutralized instantly. This could tempt preemptive action. A quantum superior power might believe it can win a war without retaliation. And history has shown that when war appears winnable, it becomes more likely. This is why quantum warfare may be the most destabilizing revolution in military history. Death does not just make weapons faster or stronger. It changes certainty itself. It shifts war from reaction to inevitability. The future battlefield may not be chaotic. It may be calculated, clean, silent, decided by equations long before soldiers move. In this future, victory belongs not to the largest army, but to the first nation that collapses uncertainty. Quantum warfare is not coming, it has already begun. This is WarTech Frontier, net, and the next war may be over before the world knows it started.